Well, on behalf of the Unitarian Church of Oakland, I want to extend to each and every one of you a warm welcome. Now, I won't really give a lecture, but I want to just briefly introduce a harmony between my faith of Unitarian Universalism and the Vedanta teachings. So we're gathered here on this beautiful February afternoon to celebrate the 125th anniversary of Swami Vivekananda's beginning his visit to the Bay Area. And do you know it was from that very pulpit that he spoke? We often have pilgrims come by to see this sacred place where the Swami did his talks. And also in our narthex, we have a portrait that you will later see. It will be placed there on the easel, and also the chair in which he sat. So I feel honored to be part of this auspicious inaugural occasion. I want to thank the Vedanta Society of Berkeley for all of the care and devotion that you spent in preparing for this event. This morning when I walked into the sanctuary, I was actually stunned by how beautiful it looks. And in fact, I feel that it is reverberating with the energy and the spirit of the Swami. And for all of the Swami's devotees and followers and all of the volunteers, I want to thank you for putting together this beautiful occasion. And keeping alive his message of love, unity, and divinity for all. I think that that is a message that the world has always needed and perhaps needs more than ever right now. As the introduction reminded us, I think the first impression that the world had of Swami Vivekananda was in 1893 at his message at the Parliament of World Religions, and I so wish that I could have seen that. When I imagine what he looked like when he was speaking, I almost feel like he was made of pure light, and that light was shining on all of the people who were listening to his message of love and unity. And the reason that I think that we have such common principles, I will give you an example, which is that in my tradition of Unitarian Universalism, and at this church, we begin each service to kind of create a sacred space by lighting a chalice. And listen to these words that we begin our services with here. We light this chalice, symbol of Unitarian Universalism. May it remind us of the divine spark in all of creation, the power of love to heal what is broken, and to be grateful for life's blessings each day. So doesn't that sound in harmony with the profound principles of the Vedanta, of the divine spark in all of creation? As a Unitarian Universalist minister, I gladly embrace his message, the message of the harmony of all religions. Later on in this service, you will hear peace chants and messages of peace from many different faith traditions: Hinduism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism. The message is that there is unity in diversity, and that the diversity, all of the multiple paths, the different religions that have grown up in different places and different times, all are a stream that leads to the one divine. That is the spark of the divine in all. And like the Vedanta and like the teachings of the Swami, we Unitarian Universalists also oppose sectarianism and bigotry and the fanaticism that has fueled so much violence and destruction over the ages, and that is still wreaking that same destruction now. There is no exclusive religion that has the one right answer. We are lifting up the divinity and the truth of all religions. there is an image of universalism that is called the cathedral of all the worlds. And it is said that there are windows that represent each of the different religions, and each of them have different colors and different patterns because they are rooted in different places. But there is one sun that shines through them all. And so the sun represents the unity, the divinity that can be embodied in different faith traditions. So we share your message of tolerance, and in fact of beyond tolerance, of universal acceptance, and the message of understanding. So I think we all wish for peace on earth. We all can take responsibility for having that peace begin in our own lives of devotion and of spiritual practice. And so I give my profound blessings and admiration for all of you who have gathered here to celebrate the 125th anniversary of Swami Vivekananda's talk from that very pulpit. So thank you very much and welcome.